guys, it's Amanda, and today I'm going to be showing you how to retire, delete, and do a removal order all within your Walmart catalog. If you're new here, if you could do all the YouTube things, like, subscribe, and please leave a comment down below. I'd really appreciate it. But let's just dive right in, and I'll show you how to do all these three things. Alright, once you get logged into your Seller Center account, you can go to the catalog, which is the second icon from the top. And I typically like to filter the inventory from least to most. So I will select this inventory, just that little arrow, and I will kind of look at the inventory that is zeroed out. And this is the ones that I will retire or delete. So I'm going to start with the seller fulfilled WFS eligible. These items you can retire, you cannot delete them, and you can do them one by one, or you can do them in bulk, whichever is easiest for you. So I'm going to start with doing one by one, and then we'll do it in bulk. So I will do this one first. And first I'm going to take the SKU. I'm going to copy the SKU right here. This is my own spreadsheet just to make sure I document everything. And then I will go over here. I will click these three little dots and I will retire item. And then I will retire. It's important to get the SKU now or before you do the retire, because you can't grab the SKU. If you do in bulk, you can't get the SKU, but if you do it one by one, you can. But I'm just in the habit of grabbing the SKU before I delete or retire, and that way if I do it in bulk, then I'm covered. Then I will go over to the activity feed, and I will see if it's been processed, and it looks like it's been submitted. So it takes about a minute or so, so I'm just going to go ahead and submit it again, or refresh, and perfect. It looks like it was processed, and this is the SKU we're doing. And then I will copy this feed ID number right here and paste it directly into my spreadsheet. As you can see, I've done over 325, so I've done this a lot. I keep track of every single thing I put into my activity feed, just so I'm covered. And so that is how I do one by one. So now I'm going to do the inventory, filter that back. Perfect. And you can only do seller fulfilled and WFS separate. You can't do them together. So now that I have it all filtered out, I'm going to do a bulk retire for these seller fulfilled items. So I'm going to do these two right here. But first I'm going to grab the SKU over here. And then grab this SKU. I like to do 10 at a time sometimes. A lot of times I'll do 10 and then 11 and then 8. Just so that it looks cleaner in the activity feed, because if they're all 10s, it gets a little confusing. And so I will do those two, and then I will check mark them, and then I will do retire items or item, and I will retire that right there, and then we'll go back into our activity feed to see if it's been processed through. So activity feed. And it looks like it has not come through because it was just the one, which is the one we just previously did. So I'm going to refresh it and see if it pulls through. Okay, so I refreshed the activity feed and you can see they two pulled up. So I'm going to copy this and then I'm going to put it down here in my activity feed just so I have it documented that I deleted these or retired them. All right, so now let's go to deleting a seller fulfilled. So it's the same process, except instead of retiring it, you're going to delete it. So let's just do a seller fulfilled, and I'm going to do my inventory, filter it by 0. All right, and then I'm just going to do this top one, but first I'm going to grab the SKU, paste it into my little Excel, and then I will just go to these three little dots, and I will delete item. I can delete seller fulfilled, but I cannot delete WFS eligible items. So then this will go right into the activity feed. And just to look over here, it's not popping in yet, but that's okay. We'll just do another one while it is processing. And so we will do 2 seller fulfilleds, and then again in filtering the inventory. So we'll do 2 seller fulfilled. We will just do these 2 right here. Let's just do these 2, and then I'll grab the SKU as well. I like check marking them before I write down the SKU because I kind of go a little random places. And as you can see, I have 3 lines right here. One is the single one we did, and then these 2 are the bulk. The 2 bulk ones, or the ones you have in bulk, will all have the same activity feed ID. And so that's why it's important to write it down or to grab the information before. And then you will go ahead and delete items because it is seller fulfilled and you aren't able just to delete it. Perfect. All right, so then we will go to our activity feed and grab our activity feed ID. All right, so it looks like this one processed, the one with ending in the 15. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that feed ID and I'm going to put it right here. And then we're just waiting on these last two to come through. So we'll go ahead and refresh. And it is pending, so we'll go ahead and refresh and see if maybe it does get processed. It is still pending. They do have a little eye right here, but I don't really look at that until this has been done processing. I kind of just sit here and we'll refresh a couple times and see if maybe it gets processed like it did just now. Perfect. And if you can see this is a delete item, so we know that that is the one we just did. So I'll go ahead and grab that activity feed ID, and I will go ahead and grab that there. Perfect. Hey, would you like a free roadmap that tells you how to get started, what to look for when sourcing, and how to create a shipment, all the way to getting paid and making this Walmart a full-time business? So please check out my freebie down below, and back to the video. Now I'll show you how to do a removal order. Let's go to our catalog, and we'll go to our errors. I know I have some in here, so I am going to do a removal order on this Top Trump Predator's Top Trumps. I don't even know what it is, so I'm going to grab this SKU, and it looks like I have 3 that are in Walmart right now, and I have the error status saying of authenticity claims, so I'm just going to do a removal order, have it sent back to me, and then maybe I can sell it on eBay or maybe Amazon. I will go over to WFS over here, and I will select removal orders. And then I will do up here, remove inventory. And then I will paste in the SKU. I will select this right here. It is in stock 3, which is what I have. And then over here, next, the 3 units to remove. Next, how would I like them removed, shipped back to me, or dispose of them? I'm gonna have it sent back to me. And then I will enter my information. Next. All right, it looks like there are 3 units to remove. Just what next, what to do. All right, and so then we will go ahead and click create. So we were able to create this removal order, and now we can track it and do all of that. So I will just go ahead and enter the SKU right here, and it looks like it is in stock, so we just have to kind of wait for it to be a removal order. You are able to track that, and I'll go over here to remove inventory. All right, so we were able to do a removal order, and now it'll send you emails. It'll kind of keep you updated with how to do a removal order. So you are able to track it. So if you just go over to the WFS, just click on removal orders, it'll pop up the screen, and you can kind of track your removal order. It'll have a tracking number. You can click right here. You can track it. You can get the tracking number when it has one. I don't know how long it's currently taking for removal orders. Before it was taking about 2 weeks, but I don't know if it's sooner. And then you will get it delivered to your house, or it'll be disposed of, and then you'll get charged for that. And that is how you do a removal order. So let's just go back to our activity feed ID and see if that last one popped through. So we will go to activity feed and just take a look at that. And it did get processed, and we'll go ahead and we will copy the activity feed ID, and boom, there it is. All right, and that is how you do a retire, delete, and do a removal order. I hope that was helpful. It is super important to make sure you are documenting the activity feed IDs for anything that you delete or retire, especially errors that are in your catalog. You need to have 0 errors in your catalog. I currently have 4 that I'm trying to get removed. If they don't fall off after you remove them or deleted them, I highly recommend you opening a case and saying, here's my activity feed ID. Please remove this from my catalog. It's so important to record that activity feed ID because that is a reason that I was suspended. There was an item I never sold in my catalog that was retired, but because I couldn't prove that it was retired, I had to wait out my 7-day suspension, which actually turned into 14 days. And if you want that survival kit, please check out the link below. It's my full guide of how to survive suspension, and that's all that I did. But again, I think it's super important to make sure you're documenting those activity feed IDs. And if you have any questions, please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.